I'm going to go over my grocery haul. What I buy for 2 weeks for a family of 5, for someone who's cutting, someone who's bulking, as well as our children. So here we go. First things first, we buy frozen vegetables as well as fresh vegetables. So I buy broccoli, whole strawberries. I have spaghetti squash, which I'll make spaghetti squash and meat sauce for myself. Fresh strawberries, fresh blueberries, good for the kids for snacks. I'm also going to do a YouTube video on what I'm going to eat for an entire week and kind of go over some of our prep. So I'm going to use blueberries in my oatmeal. Baby spinach mix. We get milk, orange juice, because orange juice is very high in carbohydrates, so it helps for Kevin as well as the kids. It's great for them for the vitamin C. We get 2% milk. Syrup. Buy this for Kevin because his carbs are extremely high, and there's 52 grams of carbs for a 1/4 a cup of syrup. I don't eat this, he does. So we get, I'm going to go over my stuff first. We get bananas. I buy chicken, 90-10 ground beef, ground turkey. This stuff right here is so awesome. It is 45 calories for 2 slices, and this is the bread I use if I use bread, and I mostly use them for breakfast sandwiches. Regular bread for the kids. Cheez-Its will be all Kevin. This week also, I'm going to make myself kind of like a revamp version of the Starbucks reduced fat turkey, egg, and cheese because I really like them. So I'm going to make my own. Chocolate chips are all me. I put this in my oatmeal. I eat this with peanut butter. This is kind of my sweet tooth hack because it's only 10 grams of carbs for the tablespoon, and I'm willing to save my carbs for that. Another thing that I'm obsessed with, and I eat just by the spoonful, is Cool Whip. I buy the fat-free, and I'm actually going to give this a try. It's the Nixon Brownie, and it is for 2 tablespoons, 5 carbs. I'm willing to spend the carbs on this if I need it. We're going to give pink Himalayan salt a try on our food. We've heard some good things about it and the health benefits, so we're going to give it a shot. Another thing I absolutely love is fat-free Italian dressing. I'm not a big fan of ranch anyways, so what I'll do is I'll take my spring mix, make a huge salad to get volume, do chicken, radishes, tomatoes, and just, you know, get the protein and little carbs as possible. I do this when I have kind of a high carb breakfast or a high carb lunch. I kind of have a low carb dinner. Not for any reasons, but those are the way my macro numbers work. This is only 3 carbs for 2 tablespoons. Or 2 teaspoons, I'm sorry. So this is perfect for me. I'll also mix it in with meat and do all kinds of things with it. A big staple in our house, we eat way too many black beans. I think it should be a crime. Black beans and refried beans. Great in fiber. Also decent in carbs, but for Kevin, it's a good carb source. Kids in heaven. I smell the packages, that's about it. So we get about 5 dozen eggs. We go through 5 dozen eggs in 2 weeks. Sometimes I have to go to the store to get extra eggs. Another thing I'm huge in buying is we buy these steamable vegetable bags. I will take this and I will put a protein in it and just eat it like that. For half a cup, you're looking at 5 carbohydrates. So this is perfect for me. And the kids love it too, so it's great. Food prep containers. I already have a ton of them, but I got some more. I'm going to show you the fridge after I do my food prep video because it's probably going to be full of these. And we look a bit crazy, but it works for our family. Oh, recovery. You need Epsom salt for recovery. We use this, what do you think? How many times a week?
Probably 3 times a week at
3
least.
times a week we take an Epsom salt bath. Actually good for the kids too. I buy, as well as frozen and fresh, I buy canned fruit. Because fresh only goes so far, and this will be great for the kids. They absolutely love it. Autumn is a big fan of peaches. 18 grams of carbs for half a cup. So we usually give Kevin like 3 cup servings. He eats a lot of fruit and his favorite fruit cocktail. Chips. I do buy chips. It's okay to have chips.
Mommy, just say chips.
So I buy chips. Chips are okay to have every once in a while. This was mostly for Kevin and the kids. I'm not a really big fan of chips. It's just kind of not my thing. Sweets, on the other hand, all me. Cheez-Its for the kids. Sugar in the raw. Kevin uses this in coffee. I use Sweet and Low. Another thing we got, this is for Miss Autumn and me. She had to have steak, so we got steak. Canadian bacon is a really good protein source. It has 1.5 grams of fat, and it's 10 grams of protein, 1 carb for 3 slices. So if you are short on protein, I suggest Canadian bacon. I use this on all my breakfast sandwiches and just in general. We buy 93.7 ground turkey. Chicken breast as always. This will be my ice cream versus Kevin's ice cream. Drumsticks are my favorite, but the carbs in them are pretty dense. So this is kind of a sugary, everyday, every once in a while treat he'll eat. For me, I'll stick with the Enlightened, and this actually happened to be on sale at H-E-B for $1.98 for the pint. I'm not sponsored, I wish I was. So Enlightened, if you see this. Cookies and cream, and this freaking chocolate peanut butter is life. That I'm obsessed with peanut butter. So then I picked up this for Autumn because she's obsessed with unicorns right now. So we went ahead and got her a little pint herself. I found these today and I about lost it. It's fat-free cheddar cheese. So I'm going to use these slices on my breakfast sandwiches. 3 grams of carbs, 4 grams of protein per slice. Then we kind of get over to the fresh produce. Radishes, I put in my salads. Love radishes. Jalapenos, avocados. This is so I can make guacamole for Kevin. Garlic. Oh my goodness, do we go through garlic and onions? I put it in everything. It's really good for you, and it's supposed to help with immunity and your immune system. Sweet potatoes, I'm going to actually make baby food for the baby out of these, and I eat these myself. I'm the only one who eats them. Cucumbers are for my salad. Tomatoes for my salad. Cilantro, I put in my salad, and I also use it in guacamole. Onions for everything. You name it, I put onions in it. I get my green beans at Sam's because it's cheaper to buy the case, and we go through a lot of green beans. It's one of our favorite vegetables around here. Now we get into the calorie-dense food that we use for Kevin's bulking purposes. Buffalo chicken bites. These are only 12 carbs, 10 grams of fat, 15 grams of protein per 3 ounces. I'll use this on a salad if I have the numbers for them, but Kevin will eat this. He'll eat about 9 ounces. He really loves them. Pizzas for the kids is an occasional treat. We'll probably have pizza tonight because it's Friday. It's Friday. Red Baron. Kevin eats a whole Red Baron pizza, what do you think? Every other day?
Probably. Well, maybe not that much. That made me sound that bad.
But he loves Red Baron pizza, and his numbers are so high right now. So this is one of the ways we hit it. We try to do a lot of fresh fruit and vegetables and better meals, but there's just no way to eat 4,000 calories and stay completely clean. Hot Pockets. I normally don't buy Hot Pockets, but Kevin likes Hot Pockets, so we figured we'd give him a go. And that's pretty much my grocery haul. I did pick up some coconut oil and olive oil because I've been kind of cooking things in oil for him more, and I feel like this is a better version and a better oil to use than vegetable oil, so I'll give it a try. I buy everything, and for about 2 weeks. The only thing I didn't say is we do buy a case of Monster, and we do buy cases of water, and regular macaroni and cheese and things like that. Just kind of fillers. But I'm going to do a video on a prep. So what I'm going to make for about 4 or 5 days worth of food for the family. And kind of go over everything in that video. But here's my grocery haul. And I spend about $320 to $380 every 2 weeks. So there you go. If you're confused about something, leave a comment, like, and subscribe.